that two American ships were hit by Russian ships, and that one sank. So we were not able to go in front of a TV set to see if that was the case. But according to what you said, it was the BBC. So, you know, when we get a chance, we'll check out the news and see if that's so. And if that's the case, then we're not that far from the destruction of this man, of this damn devil.
So just keep hitting it up. That's what it is.
Okay.
Every 47 minutes.
Okay, yeah, that's when yours come up. Okay, that's what it is. So it's good now, right?
Yeah, come
All right, go ahead.
It says, this is James 5:4. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields.
And that's talking about all of us that had jobs or have jobs at one time or another. You know, when you get, yeah, go ahead.
I jump up a little bit.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I jumped the gun a little
Okay.
too fast. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of it shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. That's what which is a nuclear destruction.
Yep.
It says, you have reaped treasures together for the last days. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields.
That's us. Go ahead.
Which is of you kept back by fraud.
Right. How is it kept? When you're paid, first of all, the law says this: that if you work, you get paid at the end of the day. They're not supposed to pay you the following week or 2 weeks from now. All right? You got some jobs where they pay you once a month.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think that they do with that money? They're investing that money. They're making money off of that, off of your money. And if you blow out your money inside of 3 weeks, then you're catching hell for that last week.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then they take taxes. They tax you on the money. You know?
What if you drop dead within that month's time? That means you don't get paid.
You don't get paid.
Unless
you have a wife, but your wife has to go to court. She has to go through the certain channels.
Right.
So this is a wicked society all the way around, no matter how you slice it. All right, go ahead.
It says, behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth.
Because first of all, you're supposed to get paid in gold and silver, which is real money. What they pay you now is they give you a check, you go to the bank, and then you get what's called Federal Reserve notes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is paper money, which is not backed by anything.
Yeah.
Well, it is backed by something. It's backed by your labor.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that's why the people down in Venezuela right now are catching hell.
Yeah.
You know, that's why the people in India right now, the money that they had is pretty much is worthless.
Yeah,
You know?
I forgot one of them presidents. He said, "Notes ravishes a nation." You know that quotes about Federal Reserve notes. He said, "Notes ravish a nation."
And that's what you're getting. That paper money is not money.
It's a note.
It's a note. It tells you on the actual bill. It's a note.
Right.
Federal Reserve note. Go ahead.
Which is of you kept back by fraud.
And nobody's complaining because no one knows how money works.
Yeah.
No one understands a gold and silver. No one understands the gold standard and the silver standard.
Oh, to back you up, Apostle Tar, remember what Henry Ford said? If the people understood the banking system, there would be a revolution
That's right.
by tomorrow morning.
Basically, the bottom line is the American people are idiots.
Con.
They're fucking idiots.
Con.
All right?
Con.
I got a quick precept. This is Leviticus 19.
And Henry Ford, he hated the so-called Jews.
Yeah, because he wanted to get a loan, and they gave him a high interest on the loan. And what he did was, anytime he sold a car, there was a book in there what was called the International Jew, where he basically told the truth on these so-called Jews.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, this is Leviticus 19:35. You shall do no unrighteousness in judgment, in meat yard, in weight, or in measure.
Right.
Just balances, just weights, a just ephah, and a just hin shall you have.
Not to mention the Federal Reserve was created in secrecy. They had to
Jekyll
go all the way to
Island.
Jekyll Island. Now, what's that all about?
Yeah.
Right.
But the so-called white man's not the devil.
And that was in 1910. That whole Federal Reserve system was set up, and I believe it was 1913 under Woodrow
Woodrow
Wilson.
Wilson. Con.
You had what's called the Federal Reserve Act, and then the Federal Reserve Act led to the Federal Reserve notes, which FDR he had confiscated the gold from the people, which you had a gold standard, and the gold standard was if you had a $20 note, it was really a $20 gold certificate.
Con.
And you would go to the bank and you could say, I want a troy ounce of gold.
Con.
And then you had, you also had dollar notes, which with one
Silver.
dollar silver certificate,
Con.
you can get an ounce of silver.
Con.
You know. And what they did was they took that away. And when they took the gold away, they claimed they put it in Fort Knox. No one ever speaks about Fort Knox.
Yeah, right.
And this is going back to the 30s.
Yeah.
So is there actual gold in Fort Knox?
Furthermore, our forefathers, their wealth was measured in camels. They had camels. They had land.
Yep.
The average Jake don't have no land. He living in the ghetto, man. He living in the projects, in a hot box on the 14th floor. The elevator broken down. The elevator's filled with piss. That's the reality for the average Jake.
That's right.
But he loves this shit. They make songs about the ghetto, and Jake got to go, man. 2/3.
Well, Jake doesn't know. Jake, they're just gonna be put to death, man.
God.
And you people in the black conscious community, and you Moors, you Kemetic Negroes, and you Baptists, and you Methodists, and you Jehovah Witness, and all you different groups out there. Look, this is the truth right here. The truth is being given to you. Give me Jeremiah. Was it Jeremiah 3:15? The truth is being presented to you. And a lot of you people buck up, instead of accepting this truth, you're talking shit about the men of the Lord. And the Most High sees everything. And the Most High is going to get every last one of you. You guys that fell off, you guys that got kicked out for not being right, you know?
Scoffers and
You
scorners.
scoffers, all right?
They out here talking shit.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. They
Well, that's
talking
all
all
right.
kind of
We
shit.
used to them talking
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, they love us.
They love us.
And we're the guys you love to hate.
You love to hate.
You delight in
Which
You
your
don't
says-
have no goddamn. If we cut off all the sites, they wouldn't know what to do. They'll
Yeah.
kill themselves.
They already don't have no life.
And Baloo, you're a fucking clown, man.
Yeah. Honestly,
There's nothing deep about you, man. For you to say, what do you say, John the Baptist in Harlem?
was John the
Well,
Baptist was
he's
in
making,
Harlem?
he's making mockery of the truth.
Right.
And that was taught at the main school. That means you really never believed in
You
this,
never
man.
believed.
Yeah.
You never believed in this, man.
Hey, and that hoe still teaches things that he learned from One West.
Right.
You know?
Well, he got the 12 tribe sign. So if you don't follow Ariel, we should question everything that Ariel said, man.
That's right. That's right.
Nigga.
Nigga.
Jeremiah 3 and
You're a real clown, man. And you know what? You're basically comic relief.
God.
You know?
Yeah, pretty
God.
much.
God.
We go to you for a good laugh.
Yeah. This is Jeremiah 3:15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
And that's what we're doing.
Right.
And that's something that Nate is not doing, because he's teaching you a bunch of bullshit. He's teaching you part truth, or Yohana, and the rest of those different Israelite groups out there. We're the true men of the Most High.
That's right.
That's right.
All right?
All right, so back in James chapter 5, verse 4, it says, Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth. And the cry...
And then beyond that, how was we brought over here by way of slavery, man?
That's right.
And we work for nothing.
Yeah.
You have movies like 12 Years a Slave. You had the recent movie,
Nat Turner.
Birth of a Nation.
Birth of a Nation,
All right?
yeah.
The story of Nat Turner.
Con.
You had Roots, Mandingo, Drum. You had Ill-Gotten Gain. That was another movie, you know?
Yep.
Amistad. And you got to pay for all that. These are not movies that came out of somebody's mind. These are actual events that took place in the past.
Yeah.
So you have a lot to pay for, you fucking devils. You have a lot to pay for, man.
That's right.
And then the Most High set up his prophets last, man. He set
Right.
up his apostles last.
That's right.
Did it say did he set up his bishops last?
His deacons.
Oh, his deacons? Huh?
And we're like lawyers
Generals.
for
The
Yahweh Shem
generals,
Yahushai.
Yep.
We're like lawyers for Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and we're prosecuting these devils using the scriptures,
Right.
which
Yeah, well,
prosecutes them.
That's what them lawyers do.
That's what the lawyers do.
They use the law to prosecute people.
Right. So
And
really, this
basically we're pronouncing sentences against you.
Khan,
You
this
know?
Bible is really a prosecution against Esau.
That's it. That's it.
So they're not supposed to, and that's why Hitler knew. That's why he tried to destroy the Bible, because he said, "Man, this book condemns us."
That's it.
It says, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth.
That
That's the
means
second
Lord of
time.
the troops. Doesn't mean Sabbath,
God,
my good friend.
get it right.
Right,
Sucker
dog.
run. Still going?
Nope.
Oh,
Battery.
Low battery.
It just happened though. Oh, there you go. Low battery though. Still going though.
Okay, it's still going, but you gotta put that
Yeah.
Yeah.
charger thing in there.
Yep.
Does he have to hold that charger so it don't
It's
fall out?
kind of heavy.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to hold on to it.
I mean, I might be able to do something.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, here you go. Hook it up to that. I mean, if you let it hang, see what happens. Once you got it. Oh, turn it on. Right there, that silver button.
You good?
It's all the way. Push it.
Yeah, it's recorded now. Yeah,
All right.
yeah. The light came on.
You're gonna have to hold it, brother.
Okay.
All right. So back in James 5:4, this is heavy book right here. It says, "Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth."
So that means this, that the Most High answers our prayers. So
Right.
keep putting up prayers.
That's right.
The Apostle Paul said, pray without ceasing.
Cecil, Khan.
Go ahead.
It says, "You have lived in pleasure on the
He's not
earth."
talking about us.
Right.
He's not talking about us. I can tell you, based on my experience, I haven't lived in pleasure, man.
Me either.
Me either.
I ain't never had no butler, come and wake me up and, ask me what I want for breakfast. I ain't never
That's
had no
right.
French maid.
That's
you know?
right.
Right.
I ain't never had no people come and clean my house for me, man.
The limo driver.
Never had a limo driver come up and pick. Well, one time when we did a talk show,
Oh,
he
okay.
might pick us up, but he didn't even open up the door for us. And we left the doors open so he can come out and close the doors. That's when we did a TV show.
God.
Go ahead.
That was a something else.
You devils are gonna get it. You fucking devils are gonna get it, man. There's Edomites where I live out. They know about me, man. And they talking like racist. Motherfucker, how the fuck you think I got over here?
That's right.
motherfucker?
That's
Yeah.
right.
By fucking racism, man.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Look,
Active
man,
hate.
when Donald Trump gets in office, all right, when he's inaugurated, all bets are off. All hell's gonna break loose, man.
That's right.
All right?
Yeah, we got over here by an act of hate. That was an act of hate. Slavery was an act of hate. When you start talking about slavery, these crackers, they try to condescend to you.
Well, but they know their book. They're taking it out of their history books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're running from, they're running from the truth.
Yeah.
They're trying to change history. That's what you devils are trying to do.
Oh, that reminds us of the scripture, Jeremiah. It says, "Who shall be moaned, O Jerusalem?
Get
Who
that,
shall
get that.
who shall-
Jeremiah 15:5.
Khan?"
This is the book of. this is the book
And
of-
not just you devils, the rest of the nations, man.
Yeah. Yeah, because they benefit from it too. You got the damn Moabites, the Chinese. They come in your
Oh, yeah.
hood, pretty much.
And sell you that garbage food.
Yep. And then roll right back out.
Yeah.
They don't live around you.
Okay.
They don't live around you. They go to New Jersey or whatever, Scarsdale, or wherever the fuck, Bedford or wherever the fuck they live at, man. A lot of them, you see them when they leave. Let's say in the Bronx or something like that. They're leaving their cars. It'll be Jersey plates.
Yeah, brand new car too.
Yep, that's right. You East Indians, you Arabs,
Yeah.
you know.
Come show you that damn Kennedy fried chicken, you know?
Yeah.
Which ain't even chicken, you know? You don't know what the hell it is.
You don't know what the hell that thing
Tastes
is.
good sometimes.
Yeah.
When you get a taste
When you
for
get
it.
a taste for it.
Well, that reminds us of when the Heavenly Father.
Everything's closed, you know.
Yeah, that's the only
It'll be
thing.
so-called New Year's Day, everything's closed.
Yeah.
Kennedy Fried Chicken is open, and the Moabites is goddamn open.
Yeah, when the Heavenly Father told Ezekiel, eat man's dung.
Yeah.
Ezekiel.
That's what it represented.
Right.
Yep, that's what we're eating. We're eating shit.
We're eating shit.
We're eating shit.
Pretty much.
Yep. Not no pretty much. Damn, we eating. That's all shit, man. That's shit.
Yep, that's right. This is Jeremiah 15 and 5.
Read it.
It says, For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem,
Meaning the people. Go ahead.
or who shall bemoan
Good
thee?
example is what happened out there. Was that North Dakota?
Yeah.
Man, I was listening on BAI a couple of days ago. They said that the weather was like 20 degrees Fahrenheit,
Right.
and they pulled out water cannons, and when they shot it at them Gadites, it tore the skin off of their hands.
Stuck to
man.
yeah.
You know. So they're showing you, you know, they're showing you what they're showing you their wicked side. Man.
They hate
them.
Revelation 12:12.
Con. Yeah, the Lord is stirring up that hatred for the tribes
Yeah,
against these devils, man.
And for all you niggas out there that speak up in behalf of the so-called white man, he gonna do something to you to cause you to hate that devil, man.
Yep.
That's right.
All you fucking clowns that following vocab. You got all these guys that are leaving the different Israelite schools and they're following these damn devils, man.
Right.
So they're the enemy. So when the time comes, they're gonna go right along with Esau, this
Yep.
goddamn devil.
They that consent unto them shall be had in derision,
Yeah.
as the scripture says.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go hand joining hand.
Yep.
Wicked.
Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Yeah, that's why they put Trump up in there. And they put him up in there, man. He ain't his own, man.
Yep.
He's set up by the elite, man.
Mm-hmm.
He takes orders, just like Clinton took orders, just like Obama took orders,
Bush.
just like FDR took orders, just like Woodrow Wilson took orders.
Right.
Because after Woodrow Wilson signed that act, the Federal Reserve Act, he made a statement that he unwittingly
Sold out his country.
sold out his country because he didn't know. They used his stupid ass,
Yeah.
which he was supposed to be a smart man. He was a professor, but they set him up, and that's how they use. That's how they do. That's the way they roll.
What you
know?
remember, Elder Apostle Tar? You said he was so unpopular. They had to use.
They had to use
Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt. Yep.
Yeah. Spike up his popularity.
That's right. That's right. And they do that. They do that. No one thought that had a clue that Trump was going to be the president, man. Everybody thought that was an ongoing joke. And guess what? He's the president-elect.
That shows you this country is out of here, man.
That goes to show you, Poppy.
Yeah, man. This country's out of here, man. I mean, how
It's not even a country; it's a corporation.
A jokester like that, man, he has no clue of what's going on in so-called politics.
Right.
You know? Wow.
Well, that proves that he's not the guy that's ruling. He's not the guy leading.
That's right.
That proves he's just a puppet with a hand in his back.
Yep. That's what they have. Those
Hand in
teleprompters.
your back, a hand in your back.
Where's your
Montel Williams.
This guy, they put a quarter in him.
And what's his face? Trump is animated as hell, man. You can get tons of jokes off that.
Well, the
clown.
Rothschilds are laughing about it, man.
Yeah, they laughing
That was
about
an
it.
ongoing joke. You would never know that this so-called black man, Obama, came out of nowhere, and they figured, he's inexperienced, you know. How is he going to be the president? And he became president, man.
All right, so Jeremiah 15:5. For who shall have pity
A
upon
reality star, TV reality show star is your president. You know?
You're fired.
What if there was an ongoing joke that Kevin Hart's gonna be the next president? Everybody's gonna laugh at it, right?
Yeah.
You find out 20 years later he's your next president.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a fucking joke. This place is a fucking joke, man.
Yeah. It's finished.
Hey, they
Go
could
ahead.
make Spuds McKenzie, that dog.
Yep.
What kind of breed of dog is that? Spuds McKenzie?
It's a pit bull, like an
Cut.
English pit bull, I believe.
They could make him president.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he probably do a good good
Yeah.
job. As long as he feeds some dogs, he'll be all right. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 15:5. For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem? Or who shall bemoan thee? Or who shall go aside to ask how thou doest?
Yeah, because all the nations, Psalms 83, all the nations have secretly come together against you, man. When they have their UN General Assemblies, you know, they're secretly making deals. Because you ain't going nowhere. There's a handful of you Negroes that bake it, man. You got Oprah. You got all these. You got Michael Jackson, which he's dead now. You had Prince. You had all these rich jakes to make it seem like you can make it. See, you can do it too.
Yeah.
But the majority of our people are going to be on the bottom.
Yeah.
Middle class, lower class.
And if you notice, these so-called entertainers, they're pretty much the most popular ones. They're always recycled. It's always the same guys, you know, that's on top.
Yeah.
You know. This is verse 6. Thou hast forsaken me, saith Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, thou art gone backward. Therefore will I stretch out my hand against thee and destroy thee. I am weary with repenting. And I will fan them with a fan in the gates of the land. I will bereave them of children. I will destroy my people, since they return not from their ways. And it's still the same today. Ain't nothing different today. Ain't nothing changed. You know, you still haven't turned back to the Lord. And when you show you to turn back to the Lord and how to do it, you buck up against it. You know? You want to give your opinion, your 2 cents on it. The Lord don't give a damn
The
about
Most High don't give a damn about your fucking opinion, man.
Right.
That's why he has
About
a
what
number.
you think.
That's why the Lord has a number. The elect, 144,000.
Well, I put up a sit down earlier today. I put it up last night. I put it up earlier today or even last night.
Yeah.
And basically, I said the Most High deals with numbers.
Deals with numbers.
144,000, 12,000 out of each tribe.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
12 disciples.
Yeah, the
You know?
1/3.
Yep.
Yeah.
He said he would bring the 1/3 through the fire, and 2/3 shall be cut off and die. So why should we give a shit about the 2/3?
Hey, only a remnant shall be delivered.
Only a remnant shall be delivered.
This is back in James 5 and 5. You have lived in pleasures on the earth and have been wanting. You have nourished your hearts as in a day of slaughter.
Go ahead.
You have
You still in
condemned.
James?
Con-
Go ahead.
You have condemned and killed the just,
The just are the Israelites. Go ahead.
and he doth not resist you.
Because we have no power to resist you.
Have no
Or
power.
Deuteronomy
Yeah.
32.
Con. You know, because all you know, like even during the so-called civil rights movement, you know, they had
32.
the
32-30.
the dog. You know, they had the dogs. That,
32-28. I'm sorry. 28-30.
32.
28-28.
20, okay. You know, they had those they would sick them dogs on Jake.
Yep.
They would hit them with, they would blast them with them
Fire
water
hoses.
Well, like I said, they're doing it right now to these Gadites out there in the Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
And then it says in Genesis, the 49th chapter, a troop shall overcome them, but he shall overcome at the last.
That's right.
So the Most High is going to raise them Gadites up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an example of the perpetual hatred. Because back in the 60s, they did the fire hose thing. Now they're doing it in 2016. So that's that perpetual hatred of
Yeah.
Esau.
They haven't changed. Same old devils. The devils that were back then are the same devils today.
That's right.
Matter of fact, get what he just read. Get me that. Was that Ezekiel 35?
35? Come on. Yeah, this devil ain't going to change.
Nope. He's a devil.
He was created to be the wicked, man.
And we saying that to you so-called Negroes, you tribes, man. No matter how much you love this devil, he's not going to change.
And the ones of you that join unto him, you're going to die with him.
You're going to die with him.
So if you want to be with him, go ahead and be with him, man.
That's right.
You nigga woman, you want to marry this devil? Go ahead and marry the devil. But you're gonna suffer the fate of the devil.
Suffer the fate.
Hey, can the leopard change his spots? And then may you do good that are accustomed to doing evil?
That's it.
That's right.
That's it.
You know?
Well, Cain couldn't do good.
That's it. It was in the spirit. And then he got mad at it because the Most High got on him.
Yeah.
That's only something a devil would do.
Cut.
You did something wrong. The Most High is getting on you, and you mad at it, man. Go ahead.
That's the original can't get
Man,
right.
fuck you, Esau.
Yeah, that's right.
Con.
That's right.
And if you don't like it,
Fuck you.
change the channel. Go to another YouTube video.
Yeah, that's right.
This is Ezekiel 35:5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
This is you devils, you Edomites. You had an everlasting, ongoing hatred for us. Go ahead.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel.
And have shed the blood. Now they name and name. Now the Most High's name and name.
Right.
And have shed the blood. So who are the wicked right here? The white Esau, the devil, man.
That's right.
That's right.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel. Go ahead.
By the force of the sword.
By the sword. Go ahead.
In the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
That's it. Go ahead.
Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, I will prepare thee unto blood.
So that's payback.
Yep.
Right.
So Dr. James White, the Edomite, when did that happen? You and Vocab No Class Malone said that they were already done away with. Just like that devil a couple of weeks ago, when we mentioned Esau, Edomites,
Oh, yeah.
he said they were already done away with. And we always ask the same question.
Yeah.
When?
Yep.
And where did it take place? Huh?
Where's the records?
Where's the records?
That's right.
Go ahead.
And blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Go ahead.
Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men in thy hills and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. I will make thee
That's
perpetual.
called payback. Payback is a bitch.
It says, I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy cities shall not return, and you shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Yeah, because if see you got these jakes that said that Esau's going to be, some of these Edomites are going to be in the kingdom. If they're in the kingdom, they're going to do the same shit that they did on this side. You know, that's
Well,
what
they're gonna be in the kingdom, but they're gonna be the part. They're gonna play the part of slaves,
Slaves.
along
Yeah.
with the other nations,
Yep.
and hold on deck Isaiah 60.
You know, and after a certain period of time, they're going to be destroyed. And the Lord said there's not going to be any remaining of them. No son, no uncle, no.
And that didn't happen yet.
That's right.
Right.
That did not happen yet. It's gonna happen in the future.
That's right. It says, because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine, and we will possess it, whereas the Lord was there. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will even do according to thine anger and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. And I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee.
The Most High is gonna make Himself known. What you reading at it?
Ezekiel 35:11.
Read it again.
Con. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will even do according to thine anger and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them, and I will make myself known among them
The Most High said He's gonna make Himself known among us. Go
Right.
ahead.
when I have judged thee.
When the Most High have judged you devils.
Right.
So how is the Most High going to bring judgment against you? By using us.
Con.
Right.
Ezekiel was at 25:12.
Con.
Yeah.
This
No,
the-
Jeremiah 51, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war.
19. Yep, that's it.
For with thee will I break in
That's
pieces.
It. That's it. We'll get that too. Get that too.
I mean, you can't
This
get
is all on you.
That's right.
All on you devils, man.
Can't get around that.
Can't get around that. And Dr. James White, you can't get around that, man. Vocab Malone, you can't get around it.
Faithful to the devil, you can't get around it.
That's right.
This is Ezekiel 25 and 12. Thus saith the Lord power, behold, because that Edom have dealt against
There goes Edom again.
Right.
There goes Edom again. Go ahead.
because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and hath greatly offended.
Now, why did it say the house of Judah? Because that was during the time of what they did during the time of the Babylonians.
Yep.
All right? That's why when you go to Psalms, what is that, 137, it mentions Babylon and the Edomites in the same verse or the same chapter.
Come.
Because when the Babylonians were taking us down, you were behind that whole thing, man.
Yep.
So you're going to pay for that, but you're going to pay for all the wickedness that you did against us. Go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord power, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and hath greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of the Dan shall fall by the sword.
Now we know that there was an actual place called Teman and Dedan. It's not talking about destroying Dedan and Teman. You know, it's talking about wherever you are located. All right.
And I will lay, thinking about Sam Jackson, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh Bashem.
So this didn't happen yet. Oh, and we didn't read Isaiah 34, or did we?
No,
I think we started reading it. No, we didn't read it. Isaiah 34.
All right.
And then you know we got to go into Revelation 18.
So I'm gonna hold those two. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, and verse 1. It says, Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies, and hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. And this is dealing with World War III. You know, that's why the Lord is gathering all those nations over there in the Middle East.
Go to Joel 2.
That's where the Lord is gathering all those nations over there in the Middle East, because that's what's called Armageddon.
And also hold on to that Amos 9 and 2.
All right, and that's what's called
Joel 3 and 9. Joel 3 and 3.
all right, so this is Joel 2 and 20. But I will remove far off from you the northern army, and will drive him into a land barren and desolate, with his face toward the east sea, and his hinder part toward the utmost sea.
Speak on it.
And his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he hath done great things. So this is the judgment of the Lord gathering these armies over there. So the Lord says he's going to take America, because it says, but I will remove far from you the northern army. And America is that northern army, right? It says, and will send in Salakia, and will drive him into a land barren and desolate. That's over there in the Middle East, around the Saudi Arabia, around the Persian Gulf.
Yep.
You know, that's why they went down, and that began back in 1989, January of 1989. I'm sorry, January of 1990, when it was called Desert Shield at first. You know, then they started sending
And it went from Desert Shield to Desert Storm.
Desert Storm, yep. You know, and it was a full-blown, and that was the Lord moving the northern army over there into a land barren and desolate.
And they never came back.
Nope.
That's right.
Never came back.
That's right. It says, bearing
And all you niggas and all you Latin tribe, so-called Indian tribe, Gadites, Reubenites, Benjaminites, Judites.
Yep.
See, Jake, that's a great career for Jake, man. Joining the military, man.
Yeah.
But when you go over there to the Middle East, you ain't coming back.
Right.
You're gonna be a part of the Middle East. You're gonna be the soil,
Oh,
fertilize the land.
the quote by
You black women, you Latin women going over there being freaks over there, you're gonna die over there.
Yeah.
the quote by Henry Kissinger. Military men are dumb, stupid animals to be used as pawns in foreign policy.
That's right. That's right. And he's back on the scene.
Yeah.
They did an interview with him because I believe Trump wants him to have a particular office in his cabinet or his administration.
And he's a real lowlife.
He's getting all the scumbags together, man. He said he's gonna make America great again.
Yeah.
He wasn't lying. He's getting all these racist devils
Yeah.
back together.
And
Yeah,
what
he's
that means by making America great again is meaning making America great again for whiteys.
for so-called
Right.
white
You're not for you
Privilege.
simple-minded, bird-brained, backwards ass Negroes.
Yep.
Yeah, privileged so-called white people. And that guy Kissinger, he's a real scumbag. There's a picture of him picking his nose, and he pulls out that thing from his nose, and he's looking at it like he's ready to eat it.
He probably did eat it.
A real lowlife, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Scumbag. It says, I'll read it again. But I will remove far from you the northern army and will drive him into a land barren and desolate with his face toward the East Sea. And that East Sea is the Persian Gulf. Because that's the sea that's right there in the east, the Persian Gulf, right?
Well, it's looking towards the Euphrates.
The Euphrates
Yeah,
River.
because you have Baghdad,
Euphrates, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Persian Gulf is a little south of,
Con.
but in that region.
But yeah, so like I stand corrected. You know why? Because the scriptures always speak about the Euphrates River.
Yeah.
You know, and the angels that are surrounding that area because they're stirring up that
Get that in Revelation 16. 16 and around 12. Okay. The kings of the east.
Con. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 16, and verse 12. It says, "And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared." Because that's those armies. The Lord is using those leaders of those nations to bring their armies up and strategically setting them up in those areas.
Oh, isn't that Joel, the 2nd chapter? Multitudes in the valley of decision.
Matter of fact, I'll take this.
Harmagawa.
Con.
Yeah, book of Joel 2 and 14. So everything is lining up. And all the prophets saw it. Yeah.
Perfectly.
Yeah.
Beautifully.
Yeah. And all the prophets saw it.
And once we get the confirmation on that Russian thing and those American ships, that's letting you know that this thing is popping. You know?
And
Everything
that's
is
what
in
the Most High is doing.
Right.
Because everything is in place, man. You know, when Trump gets inaugurated, things are going to get popping, man. And when you become a president, you become the top witch, one of the top witches in this country.
Inaugurated. Yeah.
Look up the word inaugurate.
Yeah. That's a heavy
Order.
word.
It's to be a warlock.
God.
To take on the omen.
Yeah,
That's
to
it.
stand in
and
place
that
of
goes back
yeah.
to the Roman Empire.
God.
Which all these devils that you see that are presidents and Congress people and the Senate, and so forth, and these U.S. Supreme Court justices and these lower court judges, you know, the circuit courts and district courts and so forth. Those devils are back there in the reincarnation of the Roman Empire. This is the Roman Empire all over again, as we've been saying for years.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Right. This is Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, which is the nations. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your swords into, beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Because you have all these different nations that are pretty much building up their armies, building up their arsenal, you know, and their
And
weapons.
they possess the nuclear technology.
Yeah.
That's right. You know, and that's the Lord stirring up their minds to do that.
Yeah, like Pakistan as an
Yep.
example.
India,
India.
certain European countries,
Yeah. China.
China.
At one time, China was laughed at when they
Well, you have to take them serious now. They're a power
Yeah.
To be reckoned
with.
We remember that when they used to ride bikes, you know, as transport. The main transportation in China was bikes. You seen all the gooks riding the bikes?
Yeah.
Not anymore, man.
What's that, rickshaws?
Yeah, rickshaws. Yep.
Yep.
Hey, the scriptures say in Psalms that Moab is my wash pot.
Con.
He gonna be part of the Moabites are gonna be part of washing these devils out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen. So that's what the Most High also called him. He's called the Lord of Sabaoth, or the Lord of Hosts.
Yeah.
You
know?
That's what you had to- when you get a chance, also get Revelation 20 verse 7.
Okay.
Notice it says all ye heathen. That means if Jake joins the so-called white man's army, he ain't nothing but a heathen,
Right.
man.
Yeah.
Why would you join the army of the
Cast
same
out
guy?
every heathen, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same man who persecuted you. You're gonna join his army?
Jake, forget about Jake. You know? Forget about Jake.
Jake is gone, man.
Even Muhammad Ali didn't want to go fight
Well, yeah.
for this devil. You know?
He had some sense.
Yeah. This is Revelation chapter 20 and verse 7. It says, and when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan
The red maniac.
the red
And
maniac.
Hellboy's gonna be loose. Hellboy.
It says,
With all his cats and his Snickers bars
yeah, yeah.
God.
and his cigars. Look, Satan is talking about the word Satan
Adversary.
translates to the word adversary,
God, God.
Right.
which is the enemy. Who is our enemy? Our number one enemy is this damn devil. Number two is the nigga woman.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Number three is the mother nations.
Years ago,
Them scoffers.
yeah,
Oh,
years,
all Blue is a devil.
yeah,
He's
God.
Yeah.
He's Satan, man.
He's Satan. He's the devil.
Yakanan is Satan.
Yeah, Satan. Yeah, years ago, because Elder Apostle Torah said, the so-called black woman. Years ago, Elder Yaakov had that poster, that flyer
Oh yeah,
with the
nigga
nigga woman sitting.
on top of the garbage can.
Yeah, yeah,
Jacob's
yeah,
in the
yeah,
garbage
yeah,
can.
Yeah.
Yeah, God used to say, this here poster, this flyer should be in the Smithsonian Institute.
Yeah. And when I first saw that poster, I wasn't offended by
Yeah,
it.
when I first saw that, I remember when I first came to school, the flyers.
Con.
You know, yep.
I wasn't offended by it. I said, yeah, that makes sense. Nigga woman's the devil, man.
And man, the spirit jumped on me years later to create new flyers. I created a whole,
Con.
brothers were using them, boy. You know?
Con.
Go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 20, verse 7. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison,
That's it.
and shall
And
go.
that's not a prison like think of a good prison, like the one,
Clinton.
no. Wrong way.
Oh, Pelican Bay?
Huh?
Pelican Bay?
Pelican Bay, or one of them prisons. Any major prison, man.
Yes.
It ain't talking about an actual prison.
Yeah.
It's talking about the Most High spiritually locked them down.
Good.
All right?
Like Satan was in shoe program.
Yeah. Shoot. Yeah.
Hey, and it said that he was
License
loose.
plate. They were pressing license
Pressing
plates
license
for 1,000
plates.
years.
God.
It didn't go down like that. All right?
It says they were loosed out of the prison, right? So it was the first thing they did, and shall go out to deceive the
Now,
nations.
give me a year as to when they were loose out of that prison.
Oh,
That
man.
was like 1453.
During the time of Christopher Columbus.
Yep.
During the time of the Bourgeois.
Yep.
During the time of Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand.
Yeah.
You know, the popes. Yep.
Michelangelo,
The Renaissance.
Leonardo da
During the
Vinci,
Renaissance. The Renaissance. Yep. Yep.
Bourgeois.
Man. Renaissance man should know about that.
Okay. It says, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are.
And how did they deceive the nations? First of all, through their Renaissance.
Yeah.
They took down the dark images, and I said that to the Renaissance man, and he ran down the street.
Yeah, he ran.
You know?
You don't want to hear
I
that.
said
wanna
the
hear that.
Renaissance was all about taking black images, destroying them, and putting up white images.
Oh, he
and
took off.
And I didn't even get. He was down. He was.
Yeah.
He was. Boy, he broke a record, man. He could have beat my man Usain Bolt.
Usain Bolt.
When
Yeah.
he was getting down that road, both the hand.
He was tearing up that road. It says, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in
So how did they deceive you? Through their religion,
Right.
Roman Catholicism.
Which they
and then
lifted
your
that.
baby churches,
Okay.
Baptist, Methodist, Jehovah's Witness, Seventh-day Adventists, which are all a form of Roman Catholicism.
Con.
Calvinism.
Calvinism, right? Because they teach about the virgin birth.
Yep.
All right.
Which they got that from Jake. They
Yeah.
weren't even the originators of that. Because what was it? Rodrigo Borgia, he was also known as Pope Calixtus, which that comes from that word calyx, which means cup. They now held the cup now. They now
That's it,
became the
that's it,
popes.
That's it.
Con.
That's it.
Because the rulership at that time was in the papacy.
And shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth. Who did that? Esau.
Who did that?
So-called white people did that.
Satan did
Edomites.
that.
Hey, well, they had their ships. They had their ships. They had that mighty fleet.
Yep.
You know, fleet of ships. Because in those days, if you had a good sailing ship,
Well, that was
power.
That's what commerce was all about.
right?
You know, and the commerce are based upon ships any damn way.
Right.
Yeah, and them so-called Jews, that's how they got rich through them slave ships.